Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. Happy birthday, Pisces, March 19th, Pisces. We're getting close to Aries season, so you're kind of close to the cusp. You may be feeling that energy already. But this is I do daily birthday read. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you. Please be sure to subscribe, like, comment below, engage, and participate in what resonates for you during this reading. This reading is specifically for March 19th birthday Pisces. I do daily birthday readings for each soul. I feel that I was guided to do that, and that is where we're at in right now in this point in time and space. So I look forward to giving you some clarity, some messages, maybe perhaps you have a question that you would like answered, you can ask that. Maybe even pull out your own cards while we do a reading here right now. I'm going to pull these aside. I was guided to share with you a crystal, celestite. Celestite. If you have celestite at home, Pisces, because we know that you are a mystic, you are spiritually in tune. I highly recommend, it is recommended, their guides are recommending that you hold a celestite with you or meditate with one. One thing that we can, well, there's quite a few things that we can tell with celestite, and a few things I wanted to share with you about it are that their celestite is extremely high vibrational. Hold this up for you to see. There's like a ton of crystals in there. And right now I'm feeling cave energy. Underworld has already been coming up before I just felt it right now. So that is a affirmation that someone out there is going through a dark night of the soul or is in the underworld at this time. So celestite, what I want to say about celestite is it is a very high vibrational stone. At the same time, it can calm your energy. It is a good stone for all of your upper chakras, your throat, third eye, or your crown, specifically really well for your throat. It helps to open your throat chakra and heal it. So in anything physical too, if you're having anything physical ailments in your throat chakra, place this stone on your throat and meditate and breathe into it. You can find some guided meditations if you need to. I'm pretty sure most of you are experienced when it comes to meditating with stones. And if you are unable to physically place it on your throat, I mean, this one's pretty heavy, then, by all means, don't put it on your throat. Just follow your guidance, follow your own intuition. But this celestite brings harmony, and it calms, but it also sharpens the mind. So it really works well with your crown, your wisdom. It has a gentle strength about it and provides inner peace. Also is a wonderful teacher of trust in the infinite wisdom of the divine. So it's extremely powerful stone. And I haven't really worked with celestite much lately. I used to work with it quite often. And it makes this noise. So there's something about noise or mind chatter going on. And again, the underworld has come up. So, I mean, when we're in the underworld is a part of us. There's an underworld in all of us. It's not always necessarily bad, the underworld. It is a place where we can gain insight and knowledge and clear. It's a place where we go when we're letting go and shedding skin and letting go of those things that are within us that we really don't really like so much about us, something that we wish that we could change within ourselves, and we're finally at that point so you go to the underworld to release that. For those who are not sure what the underworld is, I just wanted to give a little bit of insight on that. But underworlds can be, it's a natural part of life, and it can be something that is intense, and it can also be just something day to day normal. When you put coffee grains in your compost, that's part of the underworld process. Digging in the dirt, seeing all the worms in the ground, that's part of experiencing underworld. So some symptoms, it's like changing of seasons. It's in the food that we eat, the stories that we tell, that we carry within our minds, the illusions that we have, and stories that we hold dear to us. It's also in the cycles that we honor, things that we honor, and the variations that we feel. There's always different feelings that we have. Every day we don't have the same feelings. Our feelings change about things because we think about stuff and we wonder, and we observe, and then you decide what you're going to stick with there. So it can be intense, and sometimes it could be easy to tell when you're in the underworld. But for those of you that are not sure what it means to be in the underworld, some signs that you could be is that if you're really tired, groggy, and needing to sleep more than usual, it's a big sign that you are experiencing the underworld. If you've been on the dark night of the soul journey, that could also be a sign. So just make sure that you're resting enough during this phase. Another symptom could be if you feel like you're having a tower moment, a huge transition, major transformation, like your whole world is falling apart. Another symptom could be you're minimizing, shedding, downsizing, or upcycling things. If old things are passing out of your life, like you're clearing out your closet, you're purging clothes, you're purging things in your home, you're making renovations, that's another sign that you could be doing work with the underworld to try to, like, again, it's a cleansing process, okay? Also, things could just be falling away from you, and that's a way of letting go and shedding, and that comes from the underworld work. Also, another thing is if you're more aware of repeating cycles, it could be a sign that you are working with the underworld, because the underworld is ruled by the seasons, okay? And the seasons change, just like our feelings change. And so on an underworld journey, you may notice subtle shifts and infinite repetition that make up your life. Like what you may ask yourself, what keeps happening again and again? Where do you need to honor your cycles? Where do you need to break them? All questions that you ask yourself when you're experiencing the underworld within yourself, which is, that's where the underworld lies. It's within ourself. It's like our cave. It's where we have our feelings. And you can start to, another symptom is like feeling like you're becoming yourself again. I mean, shedding what doesn't serve you. If you're feeling like you have too much and you want to really get down to the basics and become a minimalist in a way, that it can be also another sign that you're in the underworld and working with it. Or you feel like a butterfly stuck in its chrysalis form. You know, you're like you feel like you haven't really expanded yet. That's another. And so with the celestite, when you also could feel creatively or emotionally blocked. If you're carrying around a bunch of crystals in your pockets, that could also signify, you know, you're adding on all this extra layer of protection because you're in the underworld and you have these feelings coming up, and this different, the way that you're feeling isn't the way that you want to always remain feeling, or it's uncomfortable for you. It's not a comfort zone feeling. And you know, this so with the underworld and the celestite, it really feels like this to work with your crown, your mind, your third eye, and your throat, you know, being true to yourself, having that sense of, you know, speaking your truth, having the balance and clarity of where you're at and who you are, and just honoring it, really honoring all parts of yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading here. This will be your significator card for the reading. Okay, we have the comic. Okay, so 26 could be significant for some of you. 26th, perhaps the 26th of this month in March. We do have a solar eclipse coming up because we just had our lunar eclipse. That could be of importance for someone out there. So this is giving a sense of, because you may be experiencing underworld, is comedy a sense of, are you, someone is using comedy to avoid being in the underworld, to avoid addressing what is truly taking place in their lives. However, for some of you, you're actually needing to lighten up. It's time to lighten up a little bit, because Pisces, you can really go down the hole, right? You're ruled by Neptune, which is all about spirituality. It's imagination, dreams, illusions. You could be stuck in your dream state, subconscious mind, escapism. It's also about suffering and enlightenment. I mean, delusions, illusions, mystical. Sometimes it gets, you know, the journey can be intense. So it's important for you to take that, break it up with some comedy. Have some comedy in your life. And also, I just heard, see through someone else's perspective. See through the eyes of someone else. What are they holding? Okay. But it's cute that we got this cat on here, and it's your birthday. Are you getting a cat for your birthday? If you're getting a kitten or cat for your birthday, please share with me in the comments below. I actually happened to do that. That was what I had hoped for myself this year. And yeah, but you don't really look happy. So another thing that I'm getting now is like wearing a mask. Are you truly unhappy on the inside, but on the outside, externally to others, you display as if everything's great? This is something that needs to really be addressed, okay? Definitely it's time to start to break through those layers. This is a perfect year. You're the snake. It's time to shed skin and start to live your authentic true self, okay? Live your authentic true self. Yeah. Okay, we have the Queen. We're going to do these right here. No? Okay. All right. No, we're not going to do those. We're going to do these. Just following what I'm guided. Whatever Whatever is told here to do, that is what we'll do. Okay, so our first card is the Queen of Roses, which is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is all about loving. She's a very loving queen, a very kind and giving, wise, very wise. As you see, she resembles here in this card, she resembles the star. Is it the star or the temperance? I'm totally getting confused now. The star or the temperance? I came with star first, so I do believe. Yeah, it is the star. Okay. Yeah, like 1 foot in the water. They actually both do that, I think. And some of them, the star and the temperance. But it's having 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. So there's balance. There's balance there. Balance. And so this could represent someone in your life, or it could represent you. This could be you. You have a crow above your head, and the crow is a messenger, a brave messenger. A brave messenger and protector. And to some degree, sometimes sends warning messages, but is very wise and spiritual. You're holding roses, red roses, which represent love, because you're very loving. You're honest, and you honor your feelings and emotions. This can signify you're a sensitive being. This is, for those deadheads out there, this is Mountains of the Moon. I believe that song. Actually, no, I don't think that's right. Let me look this up. Let's look this up and see if we can find what Woodcutter's Daughter. That's what it is. The Woodcutter's Daughter. Acceptance. It's all about acceptance. And so this is actually a raven, not a crow. Although they're both very spiritual, and they're very similar. But the raven is all about prophecy and communication, which is the same as the crow, is what I mentioned. Okay, and we have the Page of Bolts, which is the Page of Wands. Creativity, inspiration. What inspires you at this time? Some of you are gardeners, and again we have red roses symbolizing love. I think in the underworld, someone is discovering their inner child, and the love for themselves is like flourishing. It's starting to come out now. Yeah. See how there's like this ray? It's like a ray of light shining on you. And you have the passionate wand right here, intertwined with these roses. So the spark of creativity, a new sort of career path could be at play here. Learning a new skill. There's also this childlike energy. So for the ones that are being too serious right now and need to lighten up, this is another affirmation to be a little bit playful, to have your joy and to lighten up a little bit in the spirit realm. Maybe like take a day off and do something else that isn't spiritual. And that may sound crazy. If that sounds really uncomfortable for you, that is a clear message to do that. To just take a break, just one day, even if it's one day, so that you can get rejuvenated, re-energized, and start fresh anew. And also just to give yourself a break from what you've been, from all the journeying that you've been doing, because sometimes it can be overwhelming, right? Look at this. You have such balance here. There's so much passion. I love this card. This is clearly, this is definitely Liberty, the song Liberty. This is the King of Wands. So you have the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. And all of these cards actually, they do resemble those around you. So your birthday is surrounded by these leaders. You have a feminine and a masculine and a child energy all coming with you today that you're going to be celebrating on your birthday. You fellow cat, you. This is really a beautiful, wow. Like, your birthday is going to be phenomenal. Plus, it's the 19th of a month, and if you take 1 plus 9, it equals 10, which comes down to the final denominator is 1. Unity. And you, Pisces, you really know how to stay grounded and balanced within yourself. And you do wear masks occasionally out of protection, and you're aware of this, and this is something that you're okay with doing. And if you're okay with doing that and comfortable with that, and that's where you want to stay, then by all means keep doing it. However, for those who want to break out of that and be more authentic, it's time for you to rely upon someone here, whether it be who does this, whoever this is, that the vibration comes to you that you feel when you see this card, when you first saw it. If you feel that this is a reflection of yourself, own that and be that. You know, you want it, when you look at the cards, you want to make sure that you're allowing yourself to feel what feelings come to you. This is a general collective reading, so please take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't, and also start to feel your own intuition and your inner wisdom rise. It's very important for us to do this together. This is for you. At the same time, it is your life. It is your world. Make sure that you kind of expand. The more that you expand your own intuition and your own thoughts and feelings on what rises here, and be aware of what happens when you look at these cards. What is your body doing? You know, are you feeling sensations in your body? Allow that to happen, and know that, you know, it's okay, and just allow anything that comes to come. But this could resemble yourself. Again, most of the time it's someone else that's close to you or that you look up to, that's a mentor, that's a teacher. It could be your mother, your father, someone at school that is a teacher, a friend that always has really good solid advice. It could be someone that you really don't know much of, but you have a high regards to. It's time for you to rely on someone else to help you with something, because Pisces, some of you Pisces out there are hesitant to seek guidance from others. You really keep it internal and struggle with it all the time, and it's not meant for you to do that. It's meant for you to actually release it and let it out, whether it's journaling, or whether it's journaling and seeking counseling, or journaling, counseling, and also speaking to your mentor, someone that's close to you. This is you learning, having inspiration and learning a new skill that you're inspired, that inspires you and really feels good. And for some of you, it's your gardening. It's the garden. Someone out there is starting a garden for the first time this year. And roses are suggested for you to try. I will say roses are not the easiest thing to grow. However, it's not too difficult either. And once they're established, you don't have to do anything. Don't have to really do much to them, but make sure they get water once they're established. So roses and red is coming in. Red is a passionate color. It's also a color of love. It's also a color of our root and our base chakra. So the base chakra is red, and that is all about stability, foundation. So you're trying to find your stability and foundation now because your whole world's been uprooted, right? You've been in the underworld working on things, working on yourself. And when I say working on yourself, I mean that in a most compassionate way. Um, I define work as opportunity for growth. Okay, that's what I mean by when I say the word work. I mean opportunity for growth, growing and learning. And then you have ultimate liberty with your masculine father here, the King of Wands. And I remember right before I'd said, you might be feeling that Aries energy already. And these are both, like the wands are fire. The wands are the fire energy within. But look at you here. And we have stars. So again, we have this stream of consciousness, water that you're walking on. You're walking on it, the stream of consciousness, and you're carefree. Feel completely free now because you've released something and let something go. And perhaps it may have been under the full moon. It could have been under that full lunar moon that we had. Yeah. There's strength here, imagination, going into another realm, another dimension. So some are doing quantum. If you're doing quantum jumping, please share that in the comments below. To overcome mountains. We have reptilian energy here. So perhaps that is where you originate, is in the reptilian life, or you have a pet reptile. And we have the winged lion. Winged lion. Magic, mystery, miracles. Courage. Having the courage to fly. It's a message I just received. Yeah, it's all about liberty. All about liberty. I think this might be... I always get it confused. It's not Althea. I think it might be Sugar Magnolia. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you. For those. And even if you're not... Oh, it's Ramble on Rose. Duh. I say duh, but these can be complicated to figure out sometimes. Yeah. So, inspiration, curiosity, playfulness, Ramble on Rose. So if you want to listen to the songs, it's Woodcutter's Daughter, like letting it grow. Then we have Ramble on Rose, and we have Liberty. Those are the Grateful Dead songs for you. If you'd like to listen to them and gain some insight, I highly recommend doing that. And allowing yourself to write in your journal afterwards too about what you feel. We'll pull one more card here. This is from the Mystic Sisters deck. Oh, wow, look at that. We have Mother Gaia. Okay, the connection. Connection. And on the bottom, initiation. Initiation. Could be going through... Are you going through an initiation phase at this time? Let me know. Also, if there's anything that I can meditate upon for you, let me know in the comments below. Mother Gaia, she wants to get close to you, and this is why the garden was suggested. If you, maybe you have a garden, but you haven't really been working in it a year or so. It's time to get out there and work in the garden. Or if you're physically unable to do that, walk to a tree, walk outside barefoot on the grass, Allow yourself to feel that's a natural way to ground yourself. And it's also a wonderful way to connect to Mother Earth. Hugging a tree, placing your hand on a tree, meditating with the tree, honoring the tree, thanking the tree for providing oxygen for you, being aware, having mindfulness of what Mother Gaia brings to us, what this earth, how gracious, how fortunate we are to be on this planet Earth at this time. Do you feel that? Someone out there is not feeling that. And that is why you're being called to plant something in the ground. I mean, if you're struggling with that, or if it feels like it's out of your comfort zone, it's definitely an affirmation that that is what is required. That is what, for you to overcome this, whatever it is that you're trying to shed, whatever experience that you're trying to get. For some out there, this whole thing for your birthday is like you're celebrating outside and you're honoring Mother Gaia in the process. And everyone that's in your union, it's like I just feel a big heart. And look, I've got angel bumps on my arms, both arms. So yeah, I'm trying to do a little heart here, a big heart here, but yes. So that's beautiful. So there's a lot, you have a lot of balance, a lot of potential, and someone starting their own business. Are you going to be a stand-up comedian? Drop that in the comments below. Do you have a new artist creative idea that you're putting into fruition? And it, or you already have, and it's really liberating you. It's making you feel so free. You've let go, you've broken some chains, or you've got rid of some dense energy, and it's allowed some new energy to flow inside. Also reaching more a closeness to Mother Gaia, sacred geometry, perhaps working with Archangel Metatron for the inner peace. It's a message I just received. And I also was just told to hold this card up for you. Feel any feelings, whether you're burping, you're tooting, that's a release, that's a letting go. If you feel tingling in your fingers or your toes, a numbness, if you feel any angel bumps come across your skin, those are all relative feelings. I instantly felt a peacefulness. It's also for those sensitive Pisces out there. Card could even make you have emotions of tears. I came close to tears, and I'm not even Pisces, so yeah, this is extraordinary. That's your message I have for you today. I do hope this resonates for you. Please let me know in the comments below how you're handling this. Enjoy your birthday. It looks as though it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to just like raise your spirits too. I think also, yeah, some of you are going to reflect back to your childhood of being around roses. And I just felt a grandmother's energy. So someone out there is feeling their grandmother at this time. And for the ones that who have their grandmother has passed, she's still there with you. She is watching over you. And she loves you. That's the message. That is the final message. We're going to stop there. Have a cosmic day, and tonight, meow. And we will see you again tomorrow. Be sure to check out my daily readings. I do short videos. They're 3 minutes or less for different decks. And one of them I do read an excerpt from Affirmations for the Inner Child and read and pull an oracle card for that, okay? Thank you for stopping by. Have a beautiful rest of your amazing birthday. I can tell it's going to be very amazing here. maybe emotional, but that comes. Emotions can be joyful and happy too. And lighten up, be happy there. All right? Enjoy your day, Pisces. Until tomorrow. Cosmic Cat signing off, meow.